Hello and welcome to Rockstar Manager. I'm Dr. K, the management professor, and this episode is about building networks and foundations, specifically the entrepreneurial dream and reviewing a 20-item checklist of operational needs to consider. First, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button down below and hit the notifications button so you'll see each time I post a new video. Networking is finding and establishing relationships with business professionals with whom you can exchange information, ideas, and products. Consider meeting both people that would be good resources for you, as well as where you can be a helpful resource to others. When you're in school, you have a tremendous opportunity to build a network. As a student, you have roommates, classmates, social clubs, special interest groups, academic organizations, advisors, professors, advisory boards, and even alumni groups. First, consider your skills, particularly where you could use a little help. This is why you want to start. First, let's start with accountants. You must have solid financial health to have a successful business. Otherwise, if your business is failing, you could simply have an expensive hobby. Your accountant will provide you with detailed income statements, also known as P&Ls, profit and loss statements, or a pro forma. This will tell you if you're profitable and how profitable you are. You also want to see your cash flows so that you are appropriating funds accordingly. You want to monitor capital improvements, debt, investments, and your taxes. Another trusted source as a member of your dream team is an attorney. There are services that will allow you to pay a small monthly amount rather than large hourly rates, and they'll provide you with guidance along the way. You also want a dedicated banker or financial institution that you work well with, ensuring that you have access to funds from anywhere and anytime. Insurance agents are also critical members of your dream team. This industry alone touches nearly every industry or profession. Another obvious dream team member, but is often overlooked, is an industry expert. Regardless of how much you know, it's always good to have a second set of eyes available or someone to bounce off ideas. This cross-disciplinary team can take you from good to great. Money, methods, machines, people, and leadership form the foundation of operations management. In a business-to-business transaction, a farmer may sell his produce to a grocery store, then in turn processes the food for consumer sales. In a business-to-customer transaction, the producer sells his wares directly to customers. Before you dive into your own operations, you should understand your own operational needs. Next, we're going to go through a 20-item checklist to ensure you have the right direction to move forward. 1. Determine the legal organization of your business for tax purposes, whether it's a sole proprietorship, partnership, or corporation. Select the legal structure of your business for operations and management control, such as a limited liability company, LLC, general partnership, or a limited partnership, as well as a C corporation, or consider an S corporation. 2. Decide on a name for your company. The company name becomes its official legal name for federal and state purposes. A corporate name can be anything that is currently not in use by another company. A trade name may be different from the official name. The trade name should reflect the product or industry. 3. You and any other principals of your business write and approve articles of incorporation, bylaws, or management agreements. 4. File organizational papers with the Secretary of State or its corresponding office in the state where the company is founded. The Secretary of State returns the registration or charter documents to the company. 5. You and other principals make cash payments to the company to start the bank account. 6. Obtain a Federal Employers Identification Number, FEIN, from the IRS. This is the company's federal tax number for income and payroll taxes as well as filings. 7. Obtain a state employer's identification number from your state's employment commission. This is the company's state tax number for filing unemployment and sales tax reports and payments. 8. Be sure your trade name or assumed name certificate is filed and approved by the appropriate county and state offices if it's different from the corporate name. 9. Secure your business phone number, website, email, and domain name. Order your business cards. 10. Open a bank checking account with the appropriate corporate and trade name. Authorize signers on the signature card and all other documents that your bank requires to open a business account. Order debit cards or credit cards as necessary. Deposit your startup funds. Set up and test your business deposit process. 11. Both you and your officers and partners sign agreements regarding the business. 12. Buy or lease your office space. Your local or city government will grant you a certificate of occupancy to occupy the building. You may need additional inspections before the final approval. Building, fire, health, and plumbing. 13. Open utilities, water, electric, gas, garbage, and phone accounts. 14. Post required notices in a prominent place according to regulations. Common locations are near the time clock, break rooms, front cash register, or other public locations. 15. Apply for and post, as required, your license for business, either by federal, state, county, or municipal government. 16. Apply for and post, as required, your license and permits for employees or specific types of products or services. 17. Obtain insurance for your building, liability for your business, and workers' insurance. Some states allow businesses to exempt themselves from workers' compensation with proper notice to employees. 18. Order and install your furniture, office equipment, shelving, and so on. 19. Order your inventory and make your product list with pricing, price sheets, or menu boards. 20. Recruit and hire your employees. Training and certification may be required for specific functions such as bartenders, cooks, drivers, forklift operators, or first aid personnel. Be sure employees' training in specific job functions is completed before opening. The first day of operations is typically a low-key event to ensure that everything is working as planned and that your staff know their roles and responsibilities. This gives you time to correct any weaknesses or shortcomings before the general public is aware that your business is open. Ensure those process flows are top-notch. I hope this list provides you guidance and stimulates you to think about other things to consider. Hopefully you have a better understanding of how to build network and foundations. If you're interested in learning more about related topics, you can find my book, Rockstar Manager from Theory to Practice, Mindset, a research-based approach to understanding motivation, Be Your Best You, the ultimate research-based guide to understanding leadership, and Build a Rockstar Business, from ideation to inception in 120 minutes. If you want to start a new business, these can be found at most major retailers. Or you can read OpenStack's Entrepreneurship from Rice University. Thanks for your time, be your best you, and be a rockstar manager.